Hi, Gina, from the Hearts for NK chapter. I see Mary Catherine behind you. How are you?
Yes. Hi, Melissa. I'm doing well. How are you?
Well, good. She is so beautiful. Tell us about Mary
Thank you.
Catherine.
Well, Mary Catherine was 4 years old and she absolutely loved taking care of her baby dolls. She loved
Oh,
playing in her, sorry,
I said,
she
aw.
loved, yeah, she loved her baby dolls and she loved to play in her kitchen. And she cooked all sorts of things in her kitchen, all kinds of meals for her dolls and for us. She loved playing outside on our playscape and swimming in our pool. And her favorite swing was the yellow one. Um, but most of all, she loved being part of our family. And she always wanted to go, no matter what it was. She loved going to her big brother's Little League baseball games, her big sister's soccer games. She loved going on family vacations. She just wanted to be part of whatever we were doing. And she had just started going to preschool in the fall before she was diagnosed. And she absolutely loved her friends from preschool and was so excited to get to start real school the next year.
Aw.
And what she wanted to do is she wanted to have a red convertible and live in New York City. She fell in love with New York City actually during her treatments, and just really, really loved that city and loved, going around and shopping and eating at restaurants and we were on a quest to find the best spaghetti and meatballs we could find in the whole city of New York. So
Well, she definitely had a lot of spunk. I mean, you can see it in
she,
every picture and every smile. And I love
yes.
seeing her family pictures. And your whole family is amazing. And having three siblings, y'all are pretty ingrained in the community. And I really saw them all rally around you during her treatment and even after that. So tell us a little bit about your community support.
Yes, our community was absolutely amazing, and our family during her fight. They brought us meals. They helped with laundry. They took our other kids to school when we had to take Mary Catherine for her radiation treatments. One friend I remember one time made a huge batch of cookie dough and brought over her entire stash of cookie cutters so that our kids could make Christmas cookies and have some sense of normalcy during, a really difficult time. They took care of us in so many ways. And I really don't feel like we could have done it without them. They were just huge supporters. And of course, our family as well. My sister-in-law came and stayed with us multiple times and took our kids to Fort Worth and just gave them so much of herself and her family during this time. And we'll never forget it.
Well, and it didn't really end with that. I mean, you formed your chapter 3 years ago. You've now done a golf tournament and they rallied. What do you want people to know about the Cure Starts Now and how you've been able to get everyone to continue to support?
Well, we want to say, first of all, thank you, thank you, thank you to all of our supporters. We just thank you for your continued support and for believing in this cause, for honoring, not only Mary Catherine, but this is also about, all the other families that are in the fight against pediatric brain cancer. And we want our supporters to know that your support is making a difference. We believe that we're closer to finding the home run cure for cancer than ever before. It's very important to me that we do something that turns our grief and pain over losing Mary Catherine, into making a difference. If we can help raise money to fund research that, ultimately leads to a cure, I feel like we will have done all we can do to honor Mary Catherine and, again, so many other families and children that are in this fight right now. 15 years ago, DIPG was the type of cancer that was so very rare that few researchers were working on trying to understand it. And now, in large part, because of our focused work, what the Cure Starts Now is doing to bring this cancer into the light and other rare cancers as well, like DMG and medulloblastoma, more medical professionals are committed to researching and bringing trials to reality so that more children have a chance to prolong their lives and ultimately to find a cure. One of the things that attracted us to the Cure Starts Now from the very beginning is how transparent they are with where the money raised is going, and that there's accountability for how it's being spent. It's not just being thrown at, you know, a hospital or for advocacy. It's really towards research for a specific cure, and we're getting closer with every dollar we raise.
You know, two things I love about that, Gina. I really like how you said it's a way to turn your grief into doing right by your child. And I think that's what a lot of chapters believe. I found that very inspirational. And I agree that transparency is so important. And I mean, you and we've been on our meetings, we're voting on how the money is spent. And I think that that's amazing. And we can see where our efforts are. So I personally am very glad that you are a chapter and fighting alongside of me. And I know you had a fabulous golf tournament and doing bigger and better. And I appreciate everything you do. And most importantly, for being my friend.
Thank you. You too. Yeah, we were so happy with the results of the golf tournament. It raised over $104,000. And we just feel like we've got momentum to keep going forward and keep, you know, stay in this fight, because it's just still
happening.
Yeah,
it's still
exactly.
happening.
It's still happening. So we got to keep it up. Keep up
yes.
the fight.
Yes.
Keep working.
And I just want to say, she looks just like you. You and Mary Catherine are like mini me's.
Thank you. Yes, my other kids are, you know, kind of a mix of us, but yeah, she definitely was my mini me.
Absolutely. Well, thank you again, Gina.
Thank you so much, Melissa. Appreciate it.